Lorenzen Wright's deadly plot, 2010. Ex-NBA player Lorenzen Wright was found dead in Memphis woods, riddled with bullets. Years later, the bombshell dropped. His ex-wife and a church deacon were busted for plotting his murder over a juicy $1 million insurance payout. She snagged 30 years in prison. It shocked fans. Like something out of a crime show, only way more real and tragic. Paul George's snap, 2014. During what was supposed to be a chill Team USA scrimmage, Paul George's leg decided to fold like a lawn chair. The gruesome injury made everyone watching gasp in horror. Amazingly, he rehabbed like a superhero and was back draining shots the same season. Now whenever someone talks comebacks, PG's name is right there, gold star next to it. Bison Delhi lost at sea, 2002. Former NBA player Bison Delhi set sail from Tahiti with his girlfriend, brother, and a skipper, but only the skipper returned, plus bullet holes in the boat and Bison's passport used to buy gold bars. The skipper claimed self-defense, then overdosed on insulin before the courts could grill him. To this day, it's one of basketball's eeriest unsolved mysteries. The punch heard around the NBA, 1977. In a heated game, Kermit Washington threw a monstrous punch that nearly ended Rudy Tomjanovich's life. The scene was so brutal it freaked out the entire sports world. The NBA quickly cracked down with tougher anti-fighting rules. Today, that punch still gets replayed on highlight reels, the cautionary clip that says, "Hey kids, maybe keep those fists down." Dante West's rough ride. Dante West's story took a rough turn, from NBA guard to being spotted homeless on streets, battling drug addiction. Mark Cuban literally picked him up at a gas station and paid for rehab. Still, recovery's been rocky. Fans all over the league keep rooting for him. It's proof that even millionaires can face dark days that money can't fix. Len Bias' brief NBA life, 1986. Len Bias was going to be Boston's next legend, drafted number 2 overall. But just hours later, he died from a cocaine overdose, stunning the NBA and sparking new anti-drug laws. To pile on tragedy, his brother was murdered a few years later. It's one of basketball's most heartbreaking, what could have been stories that still makes Celtics fans sigh. Minneapolis Lakers Cornfield Miracle, 1960. The Lakers team plane sputtered out in a Midwest snowstorm, forcing an emergency landing smack in an Iowa cornfield. Miraculously, everyone survived, though the players joked they all needed new pants. Elgin Baylor was on board. Imagine losing a future Hall of Famer that night. Sometimes sports history is literally saved by a patch of frozen farmland. Michael Jordan's dad, 1993. James Jordan was sleeping in his car on the side of the road when 2 men shot him, stole the car, and dumped his body. They were caught and locked up, but it deeply scarred Michael. Many believe it even fueled his first surprise retirement. A dark, tragic footnote in the story of the greatest player ever. Donald Sterling's Big Mouth, 2014. Clippers owner Donald Sterling got busted making jaw-dropping racist remarks on tape. The NBA wasted zero time. Banned for life, fined, and forced to sell the team for a record $2 billion. Turns out hate speech is also very, very expensive. The league then doubled down on anti-discrimination policies, making sure other owners zipped their lips and learned. Tim Donaghy's whistle blown, 2007. NBA ref Tim Donaghy thought it'd be fun and profitable to bet on games he was literally officiating. Huge scandal. He ended up in prison, and the NBA scrambled to tighten rules to keep any other striped shirts from turning into bookies. Now his story pops up in every sports corruption doc, basketball's ultimate ref horror tale. Reggie Lewis' sudden fall, 1993. Reggie Lewis, Celtics captain and rising star, collapsed during a casual practice and died from a heart condition. Whispers about drugs floated around but were never proven. Boston retired his jersey, and they even built a sports center in his name. It's a tough reminder that even young, fit athletes aren't invincible, no matter how bright their futures. Drajan Petravich's lost future, 1993. Drajan Petravich had just crushed it in the NBA season, proving Europeans could ball with the best. Then he died in a sudden car crash in Germany, leaving fans devastated and wondering how high he could have soared. Europe still treats him like basketball royalty, with statues, murals, and endless what-if conversations in cafes and stadiums. Malice at the Palace, 2004. A Detroit fan tossed a drink at Ron Artest, who then charged into the stands like he was storming a castle. Total chaos. Chairs, fists, bodies flew. The NBA suspended players for a combined 146 games and beefed up security so future games didn't look like barroom brawls. Lesson learned. Never poke the giant bear in a jersey. Kobe's heartbreaking goodbye, 2020. Kobe Bryant, daughter Gianna, and 7 others died in a helicopter crash in heavy fog, after the pilot broke key safety rules. The whole world stopped to mourn. The All-Star MVP trophy was renamed for him, and LA built a statue. Even people who never watched basketball felt this one. Mamba forever. The legend still echoes everywhere.